Hey guys, it's Dina here, and I've got another holiday collection here to review for you. This is just going to be a first impressions. This is the Lorac. This is called, let me see what this is even called. It's called the Royal Eyeshadow Collection. This is an Ulta exclusive, and I just picked this up today. So this is kind of the same packaging as the candy bar palettes. I think that's what they were called. Anyway, this was $38. It says that it is a $305 value. That's an awful lot of money for some eyeshadows. But anyway, I picked this up tonight, and so I'm just going to swatch these for you. There's quite a bit of neutrals in this, which they are my favorite, so I always pick them up when I see them, which again, if you watch my video on the Too Faced Sugar and Spice, which I just posted a little bit earlier, I did have some Ulta rewards, so I ended up getting these palettes for like super cheap. So anyway, I just want to share these with you in case you didn't know about this, or if you're kind of debating and wanting to see swatches. I'm going to share them with you. So there are 4 different little mini palettes. They do look like kind of a bar of chocolate, so you could gift these individually, or you can keep them for yourself. So I'm just going to set my camera down here and get to swatching. So first off, the box is literally destroyed. Mine is going back. Look at this. The box is literally like smashed, and I didn't realize it because I was so excited. I just kind of threw it in my little mesh bag, my little Ulta bag, and like snatched it up. So mine is going back because I opened it up and was sharing pictures of it with my friend Carrie. And yeah, I sent her a picture of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, have you seen these? And I was sending her pictures, and one of the mirrors is broken, and the box is like all smashed to crap. So this will be going back, and I will be replacing it with another one. But anyway, the little palettes are named. So there's Duchess, there's Princess, there's Countess, and there's Queen. So I'm just going to go from the bottom and work my way up. So I'm just going to take these out of the little cardboard box, and I will read you what it says on the back of the palette. This says, whoa, sorry. Actually, I'll just move these out of the way. It just gives a little description on the back here, and it just says, Lorac rules this season with the Royal Eyeshadow Collection. Give your eyes the royal treatment with these luxuriously rich, velvety smooth eyeshadows that are fit for a queen. This royal family of jewel-tone velveteen palettes contains 16 exclusive, long-lasting, highly pigmented eyeshadow shades to create an eye look you desire for all your affairs. Own the throne with the Royal Eyeshadow Collection. When they did their kind of preview of the Royal Collection on YouTube back, I believe it was on the 1st of October, I saw them previewing some shadows, and I didn't see them. I couldn't figure out where they were, and then obviously that was why I wasn't seeing them anywhere else, was because they were Ulta exclusives. I think that there is also a Kohl's exclusive. I could be wrong, but this is probably the last thing I'm going to get, because I have the Mega Pro. I ordered it the day that it accidentally got released on the 1st, so it will be here Wednesday. I have these, so this is probably all I'm going to get. Okay, as a primer, I have the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer on my hand, so I will just be swatching those on that as a base. Okay, first palette will be the Lorac Queen, and it just has 4 shades. It does come with a mirror, and as you can see, that mirror is cracked. So here are the shadows. These all, well, this first 3 shades here have a little bit of sparkle to them. You can really see it in the burgundy. It has like a golden sparkle. This maybe just is a shimmery, this is a shimmery, but you can kind of see some sparkle. Maybe if the light hits it just right. This is definitely a matte black. So the shadows are not named. This is just like got like a kind of pearlescent finish to it. This first shade, it's just like a cream shade. The second one is more of a pinky shade with a little bit of gold undertone to it. The third shade is a golden glitter on the back of a very dark burgundy. And then you have your matte black, which is just a very silky shade. It's not, it's actually not a flat black. It is more of a silky black. So there's the palette there. This is the first shade, and it is not a matte shade. It actually has a sheen to it. Second shade is going to be that, oh, that's pretty. It's a metallic shade. So it's got like a pink, kind of golden pink metallic. Third shade is going to be this dark burgundy shade. Oh, wow. That's got great pigmentation. And then the black. It's got good pigmentation on it. This has got a great price for as many shades as you get. 16 shades. And then the palette is, did I say it was $38. So these are very travel friendly. If you just wanted to take one of these with you, you could definitely do a look with that. So there's the first palette. Second palette is called Countess, and this is the black one. These are like a velvety finish, by the way, like velveteen. All right, you have a, this is kind of like a golden, like a champagne gold. This is a reddish brown. These are both like a pearlized finish. And then you have a very dark brown with gold shimmer, gold reflex. And then you have another matte black. Oh, well, yep, it's black, but it's looking blue. We'll have to see how that swatches. Shade 1. As you can see, it's very pearlized. Not very pigmented, I must say. I can see my skin all the way through that swatch. This is the reddish brown. Here is the dark brown with the golden shimmer. I do have the light on my phone, so I think this is a blue. It's just a very, yeah, it is a blue. It just looks black in the lighting, but that is a really dark navy, that last color. So this is Countess. So here are those shades here. Yeah, that's a very pale color. That'd make a great inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight. That's gorgeous. Here is that second shade. That is a metallic shade. Here is the third color. One pass, very pigmented. Love that golden reflex that you can see shining through that. I don't know if it's picking it up. I think you can see it. It's gorgeous. And then here is going to be that really dark blue. You can tell it's blue though. I mean, it is just so dark. And here is my finger afterwards. I mean, it's dark. So there it is. If you can see it next to the black, you can definitely tell. It's very dark. Did a great smoky look with that. Okay, the next palette that I'm going to swatch is going to be Princess, and this is the one that's in kind of the tan colored packaging. And this one has got a very pale, looks like a cream. That looks to be a matte, but some of these are a little deceiving, but this is a cream. This looks to be a metallic gold. Here is another kind of reddish brown with golden reflex. And then this is a very dark, kind of chocolate brown. So we'll see how those go. That one's very pigmented. And this is a matte. It appears to be. We'll see how it swatches on my hand. Here is that metallic gold. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can definitely see the metallic shine to that. Here is the red. That's very soft. Wow. That's a metallic finish as well. And then here is the final shade here. So there's those 4 shades. Again, this is Princess. And I'll just go right here. I think that's got a little bit of a sheen to it. It's very, very fair. It's got a little bit of a pearlized finish to it. It's not straight matte. Here is that metallic gold. Sorry. Wow, these browns are so pigmented. There's the 3rd shade, and here is the 4th shade. I'm barely putting any pressure on these, and as you can see how extremely pigmented these are. And these shades are quite different. I mean, it appears that they look a little similar, but they're quite different. I would say, I mean, like this one right here is such a gorgeous color. This one's my favorite so far. Oh, I love that. That wine color. Oh. Okay, so there's that shade. This one right here actually needs a little building up. I'm going to put a second swatch at this gold. I think this one would probably need to be applied wet. Because it's a gorgeous color. It just needs a little push behind it. Alright, the last shade is going to be your blacks and silvers, and it's called Duchess, and it's in the bright blue velvet packaging. This is your silver, gray, your bright white. This is going to be like a bright white, kind of a frosty white. And then you have another black. So I'm just going to swatch these over here on this side. So here is your frosty white. And you have your metallic silver. You have a gray that has a little bit of shimmer. Not shimmer, I'm sorry, a little frost to it. And looks like it looks like a charcoal, real dark charcoal. These palettes are actually magnetized, so they're sticking to each other. So here is the frosty white. Here is the metallic silver. Here is the dark gray here, or charcoal color. And then here is the really dark matte. That is the hardest color. I cannot tell what it is. It kind of looks green, it kind of looks blue, and it kind of looks gray. And I could be going colorblind. So I think it may be like a greenish blue. That's really hard to describe. I think it's like a really dark greenish blue. It's definitely not a gray, and it's definitely not black. I think it's like a really dark greenish blue. So there is the last palette, and again, that one is Duchess. So here are the swatches of those palettes. And yeah, these have really good pigmentation. I think the only one that needed a little work was this gold here. And it's a really gorgeous color. It's just not one that has a lot of pigmentation, and that's not a bad thing, because a lot of people don't like insanely pigmented shadows because sometimes they're hard to work with. You have to do some extra blending and things, so extreme pigmentation is not always a good thing, so just keep that in mind. this is it. So again, they're $38. They're an Ulta exclusive, and I would give them a thumbs up. So let me know if you're going to pick these up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and please check these out on my Instagram. I'm going to post a picture of these so you can kind of see them a little bit better, because the lighting in here just totally sucks. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.